What's going on? So the title of this one is Consistency Equals Success. You don't have to be that talented, but as long as you show up every single day and you put in the work, you will be successful. I was literally thinking about this today. Obviously, I'm good at my job, but I'm not the best electrical tester that's ever graced planet Earth. But I'm definitely one of the richest and one of the most successful ones that have graced planet Earth. So, and you know why that is? Because I show up to work every day, even Saturdays. You see other people, when it comes to the weekend, when it comes to Thursday, Friday, they're planning what they're going to do on Saturday and Sunday with their friends and their family. And that. And I'm not saying that, you shouldn't spend time with your friends and your family and that, but just don't complain when you're not in the same position as me. I choose not to spend time with friends and family now, and I choose to spend it working. So what I've been doing is I've been working over the last 8 Saturdays. So just before Christmas and that as well, maybe 10 Saturdays and that. And a lot of the time after I finish work on a Saturday, I will go to Wagamama's and I'll sit down and eat and I'll do my paperwork on my tablet, complete all the electrical certificates on my tablet. And some people might think like, what was this guy doing or whatever, or people that do know what I'm doing, they're like, yo, this guy's working on the weekend and that. Well, yeah, this is why I'm successful. This is why I was able to earn 10 grand a month working at that infamous Holborn job. Because I was willing to put into work that most people will never be able to willing to put in. Like I said to you lot already, one time I was in JD Sports just before Christmas. And there was a woman that worked in there. She's like 40 plus. She was speaking to someone that she knows on a personal level. And she said to them, I work 40 hours, And obviously, I ain't getting involved in a conversation now. I'm Jay Wise. I'm not here to correct everybody. I'm thinking to myself, what do you mean you work 40 hours? Why are you saying it like it's a lot? 40 hours is nothing. 40 hours is standard. Tell me about how much hours you work when you're banging out 60s. Not just 1 week you've done 60 hours, when you've continuously done 60 hours. There's man right now, they might be a legal immigrant, but there's man right now in the UK doing them 14-hour shifts for £50 a day, Please believe, obviously it's illegal to pay someone that little, but there's man out here right now doing 14-hour days for £50. And they're doing that 6 days a week, maybe even 7. They're out in the cold or in environments that are not pleasant, like construction sites. I'm talking about the weather. You're working in JD Sports with a roof over your head and heating on, out of the cold, out of the rain, folding up clothes, and you're talking about you work 40 hours. And then they wonder why they're unsuccessful. I mean, no sense whatsoever, man. Right, let me go for these comments. Do you literally only do electrical testing, nothing else like wiring up or anything? Nah, I don't do nothing other than electrical testing anymore. Obviously, I used to rewire houses and that and be a no homo house basher in it. So yeah, that's what man used to do back in the day, but not anymore. And like I've said to you lot many times, the reason why I became an electrical tester is because, see, man's always been Jay Weiss before YouTube. I looked at the older electricians and I saw how mashed up their knees were. a lot of my college tutors, you know, they're electricians, but they don't do it no more. They just tutor in college. Them man, they walk funny. Them man, they talk funny. No, I'm joking. But them man, they walk funny because they've injured their knee or their back or whatever. And that's because they've been rewiring houses for 25 years straight, climbing in and falling out of lofts, falling between joists. Yeah. So they're on the first floor and their legs going through the flipping ceiling of the ground floor. Just certain man, you know, it's easy to think, oh, fuck it, man. Can't bother to find my knee pads. Boom. You end up injuring your knees and that, mashing up your back. So I said, you know what? I'm not just going to be some electrician rewiring houses until I'm 50. And, oh, when I'm 50, my body is not the same as it was when I was 19, 25. Now I have to do inspection and testing because I can't keep up with the young boys. So therefore, employers don't want to hire a 50-year-old electrician because he can't move as quick as them little 20-year-old young youths and that. So now I have to do inspection and testing. Bro, man, skip steps. Man's not lazy. I'm not a lazy person, but I will skip unnecessary things. Why am I gonna bust my ass rewiring houses, doing the same thing day in and day out for 20 years to be mashed up at the end of it, when I can do an easier job, just use my brain some more and get paid more and save my body? Would make no sense to be on the tools for 20 years to mash up yourself and then get to the same stage that you could be at 20 years prior if you just engaged your brain some. So, real topics with J Dubs. Big up, big up. Said, can you be an electrical tester full time? Yeah, that's what I am. We're back again. Yeah, that's why I want to be an electrical tester. My body is a priority. Yeah. Yeah. You gotta look after your body, man. What do you think of? Oh, what do you think to BRR? So BRR is buy, renovate, refinance, rent. Yeah, I mean, it's a good strategy in that. You know, you buy a property, you fix it up, you increase the value by fixing it up, you pull some money out, let's say 40 grand, whatever. But then instead of selling the property, because obviously, well, the reason why you're pulling the money out is because you don't want to sell the property because there's capital gains tax and that. Instead of doing that, you put it out there on the rental market. Yeah, it's good. Obviously, the way you always want to do it is you want to, you know, fix up the property and refinance it straight away. Don't fix up the property, rent it out for 2 years and then refinance. No, because the people that are renting it out are going to mash up the place and just make the place look dirty. And there's no way a property that's freshly renovated is always going to have the same amount of value and have a good impression on the surveyor, as opposed to it being used and dirty. And because these people live like fucking tramps, blood. Big up man like Dosa David. I had to evict my first tenant on Sunday. Now there will be a full-length video about this, but literally I had to evict my first tenant on Sunday. I'm not having no one be rude to me. If any of my tenants are rude to me, you're gone. I don't give a fuck if you're paying and keeping up with rent. You could pay me double, you will still go. So put it this way. Let's say, for example, man's been doing this landlord thing for 7 years, not straight consistently 7 years, but on and off for 7 years. I've probably rented out rooms to about 40 to 50 people, maybe, let's say. I never had a bad feeling about any of the tenants. Never. And the one person that I had a bad feeling about, they're the person I had to evict. Now, this person kept up with their rent, but I still evicted them because they were a damn fool. I've never been so glad to see the back of someone in my life. It was a chick. She was a very strange girl. This girl would text me at 1 in the morning or 12:30 in the morning. Do you have any drinkable water? Now, to be fair though, I was in the room next door. Why the fuck are you texting me at midnight, asking about water? Fucking the girl was strange. I'm gonna make a full-length video on this. But someone asked, what was your role at Holborn? I was an electrical testing manager, and I was a CP, a competent person, not an AP, which is an approved or authorized person. I was a CP, which is a competent person, which is a bit less than an approved person. Someone said, this guy thinks he's got everything figured out. I mean, I know a lot more than you. How would you advise someone, how would you advise a 21-year-old to pattern his life with nothing? Well, don't worry that you ain't got nothing. We all start off from zero. You need to get, so you have nothing. What you need to get is educated. So you have nothing, in your opinion, you need to get an education. That's your first priority, my friend. And back it with some and a lot of ambition as well. Can I be an electrician on a driving van? Of course you can. You can work on a construction site, or you can work in pairs with someone that has a license and you're just always the passenger. So of course you can be an electrician on the driving van, yeah. Obviously, you're just gonna, your pool of potential jobs that you can apply for is gonna be cut more than in half, but there's still lots of opportunity. Because when I was working on construction sites, from what 2018 to basically 2020, just before lockdown, I mean, a couple of times I drove to work. That was just out of choice. I didn't need a license. I was getting on the tube. I was catching the train. I remember getting on the train at Edmonton Green and getting off at Seven Sisters to get the Victoria line and that. So most of my journeys, and 99% of the time, I was on the train and the tube anyway. It just depends on where you live and where you're working. What do you think of social housing with council? I mean, I wouldn't want to be living in no council property, so. Man said, how you been finding the UK, Unc? You settling in well? Blood, I'm born in this fucking country. What are you talking about? Big up man like ST, Evening JYs. I said, where did your follicles go? I don't know. I must have left them on the jobs when I was grinding. Can you become an electrical tester without site experience once qualified? Of course. I take the DLR to work, yeah. Why is it hard to make friends? I mean, yeah, that's quite a I mean, do you know what? Yeah, some people just find it easier to make friends, but fuck making friends with human beings, man. Make friends with money. I don't give a fuck. Listen, I could have all the friends in the world. If I'm broke, blah, that's not good enough. I don't give a damn about having friends, and I need money. Yeah, friends will come. Yeah, plus, yo, most people are not real. Most of your friends are gonna talk shit about you behind your back. So don't be worried and concerned about making friends. These same alleged quote unquote friends, when you start to elevate and surpass them, they're gonna talk shit about you behind your back anyway. So don't worry about having friends. Just have 1, 2 associates that you can go out to go and do activities with. Other than that, bun your friends, man. I don't give a fuck about friends. Don't care. Don't give a shit, man. Obviously, I wish the man them well, but yo, the people that I know, because I was gonna say the people I have around me, I don't have no one around me. The people that I know, none of them can get me to where I need to get to. So why do I need them? And it's not about using people. I don't need to use people. But if we ain't running, and to be fair, I've got one friend that me and him's on the same path. It's just get me. He's in a different country, wherever. But if we're not running and walking down the same path, why do I need to be friends? Why do I need to associate with this person? What's the point of friends? All friends are for is downtime and talking a lot of nonsense. Ask yourself this question. When was the last time you and your friends actually, because look, we're living in a cost of living crisis right now. You ain't got time to be sitting and talking rubbish. You're not rich and you're not successful. You think about driving Ferraris and living in a big mansion, or you would at least love to do that and be able to experience that, and you don't have that. So that should be your main focus. When was the last time you and your friends spoke about how to make money? When was the last time you and your friends spoke about how to get to the level that you want to get to? Or was you sitting down talking about what happened in this reality TV show? What's going on with your friends and this relationship and that? Are you just gossiping? Male and female. So unless when you link up with your friends, yeah, you don't actually strategizing. And look, listen, it's okay to talk nonsense with your friend from time to time and whatever and that. But you lot should be strategizing how to make some fucking money if you're not already making money. If you're making money, then yeah, cool. But if you're not making money and you're not in the position that you want to be in and you're nowhere near the position that you want to be in, nah, bro. You gotta go ghost mode. It's as simple as that, boy. Right. So Dosa David said, big up Dosa David. In the end, did going to university earn you more money as an electrical tester? Did going to university? I don't really understand. But anyway, obviously, I went to college and studied electrical testing. Yeah, so I done my electrical course. Then I done inspection and testing. I went to like a uni, but done electronic engineering. That had nothing to do with being an electrical tester. Nothing whatsoever. Will you ever get into flipping properties or stick to doing buy-to-let investments? No. Man's looking to get into flipping properties for real. Well, these guys from Pakistan, blood, I'm telling you, they need to move, blood. Bro, I see these, man. They want to do some split screen and just sit there and just not talk. Blood, move, blood. You ain't coming on my thing with that. You can go on and look at idiot TikTokers that come on every day and talk a bunch of nonsense, yeah? Daily lives and that. Who the fuck's got time to do daily lives, blood? For 3 hours. Just putting on my double socks, my thermals. I got tiled floor, and tiled floor is very cold unless you got underfloor heating. It's nice in the summer, but in the winter, Jesus. Right. So this Steve or whatever, my manager's pissing me off. What do you recommend I do? I work in a fast food, by the way. You need to address the situation. Your manager's probably pissing you off because they're talking to you a certain way or they're just on your case and that. You need to address the situation. And if it don't improve, right, you gotta leave. How do you want it? Some guy keeps coming in, big him up, King A. He always asks me questions. How do I get respect? How do I develop some sort of energy. Blood, you gotta start sticking it on people and having some self-respect. And unfortunately, in order for you to have self-respect, you might have to take some L's, i.e., get fired from work. Sometimes you might stand up to your manager and your manager just wants to fire your ass just for the sake of it, or then fire my ass for the sake of it. But you can't win every time, but you can always walk away with your self-respect. So I'm not saying you need to jam it on your manager, but you need to tell him, stop speaking to me like that if that's what it is. I don't know what the situation is. I've been fired from jobs before. Manager talking a certain way, I stick it on him. Obviously, I could have dealt with the situation a little bit better. Fuck it. Nah, fire me. Tell him, shut your mouth. You talk to me like that, mate. Because out on the streets, I will sit your ass down, boy. I'm just not trying to get fired because I'm still on probation. Blood, you need to get fired if you're working in a fast food restaurant. You know what? I hope you get fired. I don't want none of my guys that are watching me working at no fucking fast food restaurant. Because what you're working there temporarily, I get it, to make ends meet for a little bit. But at some point, you're gonna have to leave that workplace anyway. You lot might think man's a madman saying, I hope he gets fired and that. Do you know? I remember, one of my friends said that one girl liked me. So anyway, gone out on a date with her. And the second time I linked up with her, I said to her, I hope you get fired from your job. So basically, this girl was a hairdresser and she was just getting paid like £80 for the day. Some idiot money. Obviously, this was like 2018 or something like that. Yeah. So it was a long time ago. She was getting paid like £70 or £80 a day. I was like, what? I was like, yo, I hope you get fired from that job. This girl looked at me like I was mad. Anyway, because I said to her, you can be getting paid a lot more. You should be getting paid £200 a day or something like that. This girl looked at me like I was a maniac. Fast forward a few years later, obviously I don't speak to the girl, but my friend knows her because it's, family of his people, whatever in it. But he said, you know what, yeah, funny enough, remember when you said a long time, Jay, that you wish that this girl, or you said to the girl, I hope you get fired and that. Well, imagine, I don't know, she quit her job or whatever, and she started dealing with her own clients, and now she's on 300 and whatever pound a day, and she said she would never work for the same wages as she did beforehand. Now, I don't know if when my brethren was in the presence of this girl and she was saying, yeah, I'm earning £360 a day doing hair, I would never go back to working for £70 or £80 a day. I don't know if my friend said, do you remember when my brethren Jay said such and such and such? I don't know because I wasn't there. But what I'm saying, but he told me, he phoned me up and he said, yo, remember what you said, yeah? And you said that she's looking at you like you was mad and that. Well, guess what? A few years later, she's saying that she would never work for them idiot. Blood, you're too good for this. It's the more of the story, fam. I hope you get fired from the job. I hope they fire you tomorrow. Hopefully, obviously, you don't have to sleep out on the street like a homeless person. Don't get it twisted. Yeah? But that would be the best thing that happens to you, getting fired. Like, there's no growth, there's no progression working at a fast food restaurant. Like, even if you don't have no career and you're working in sales, you are at least on commission. What you put in is what you get out. You don't want to be relying on tips. The thing is, the man's in a fast food restaurant. When was the last time any of you lot gave your chicken and chip shop man or whatever a tip? Yeah. Furthermore, I don't tip no one, not even in fucking restaurants. I do not pay service charge. I've never paid service charge. When a man in a restaurant come over or the gal in the restaurant come over with the bill, I go straight to the bottom. Straight to the bottom of that receipt. If I see any service charge, I say remove the service charge. Obviously, 1 or 2 times, some people tried to challenge me. I was like, yo, I'm not paying no service charge. I remember the first time this happened, yeah, I went out to lunch with like one of my female colleagues, but like we became like friends, yeah. This was outside of working hours. This was just like these times I got fired from Haringey Council. So I don't even know. It could have been like a Saturday morning, yeah. And yeah, we just went out for a little quick meal. And they come over with the bill. And I said, yo, remove the service charge. Now, this was in a Turkish, it's like a cafe during the day, but a Turkish restaurant at night. Yeah? This black girl was serving in this Turkish cafe. So I said to her, remove the service charge. She said, really? I said, yes, really. And second of all, don't try and pull man up. Are you mad? You think this is blood? So anyway, this is the reason why, yeah, I'm glad, yeah, that this female friend dropped me out, because what she done was, don't worry about it, don't worry about it. I'll pay, because some manager came over, this Turkish guy came over, like, what's the problem? I said, blood, there ain't no problem, but I'm not paying no service charge. We lot coming over here, like trying to, you understand? Yo, don't start. I will stand up in this place, you know. You don't want me to stand up, because you lot will sit down, yeah? Anyway, this chick that I'm with, yeah, is she one of them people there that try to, Bob, I ain't trying to smooth over nothing, yeah? Trying to diffuse the situation. She's trying to diffuse the situation, yeah? Say, no, don't worry about it. I'll pay the service charge. She went and she paid the service charge. So she paid the service charge, and she said, Jay, you better not ever do that on no date with no girl. The only girl that's going to accept that behavior is some ratchet ass girl. Well, I can promise you, Nadia is no ratchet ass girl, and Nadia, she knows the drill. She knows the drill. She knows when that bill come over, I'm not paying that rascal service charge, yeah? Think this is blood. So anyway, the female friend, I'd never heard from her ever again. That was the last time I saw her and I spoke to her. So she probably just deleted my number. Good. I don't want to be with people that a little awkward situation is happening and she's gonna try and squash things. Nah. Man, not diffusing no situation and that. Trying to squash it by paying the service. I'm like, fuck that bullshit. What did Adji man from MPK say? We don't squash no beef. We don't squash no heat. TMD, yeah, we squeeze. Yeah, we don't squash. Like this pussy, fam. But this idiot's back again, you know. I have to block him now. Yeah, we don't squash. Listen, I'm not trying to smooth over nothing. But the thing is, yeah, like she's from Tottenham, but she's not Tottenham. You understand? There's people that live in Tottenham, but they're not Tottenham. Yeah, she's one of them kind of like proper, no disrespect, and it's good quality woman as well, but she's like proper like white collar. Like some people in my workplace used to say that, oh, she thinks she's better than other people. No, you lot have just got no class, and she is somewhat well put together black woman. You lot just have no class, and because you lot are ratchet, you lot feel inferior to someone like that because she's educated and she doesn't even speak posh or nothing. She just don't talk with slang, and it's not an act. It's because she's educated. The black people in my workplace, they used to say, oh, that girl there thinks she's better than other people. No, unfortunately, you lot are not educated and you lot feel inferior because she speaks properly. But she hangs around with black people. So what are you talking about she thinks she's better than black people? All the time, yeah, I come across this. When you got people that are at a lower level than certain people around them, they just have this inferiority complex. So there's certain little areas in Northampton where it's majority just like privately owned because it's just a nicer area. But let's say even in some of these nicer areas, there are going to be certain roads that have 1 or 2 houses out of 50 houses that are privately owned, that are council. So if you've got a street with 50 houses, Maybe 2 of them might be council owned because the council have bought them. Yeah. When I've gone to these people, and I've seen this a number of times, you see, I'm a very observant person. And when you've done 3,000 plus tests over 3 years, you start to see patterns of behavior and patterns of excuses. For example, just before I get into the main one, when I go to tenants' houses, the ones that have a house that is not desirable, is quite embarrassing, they always say, I'm in the process of decorating. But it's so strange that these people who say they're in the process of decorating, I never see any pots of paint. I never see any paintbrushes. I never see no wall stripping devices or instruments. I never see no tools lying around, nothing. It's an excuse to have a house that is upside down. That's why they say they're in the process of decorating. There are people who I've met during my first and second and third week of work who have said, I'm in the process of decorating. I promise you, if I went back to that house, it will be in a worse condition, yeah, than when I left it, like in the process of decorating. I could claim I'm in the process of decorating because if you go in the room next door, it's just full of building materials and tools and that, yeah. So anyway, oh my God, this guy's back, you know. So anyway, I'll go to these tenants' houses who they live on a road where the majority of people own their property. There's 2 council houses out of 50. And I'll ask them, what's the neighbors like? Yeah, in the local perimeter and that. And they're like, they think they're better than us. And I'll say, why? And they'll say, it's because, you know, we're in a council house and they privately own their house. No, they don't. No, none of them have ever said that. And just because someone don't say nothing, that doesn't mean that it ain't true or it's not what they're thinking. But you lot just feel inferior. That's your problem. You lot are probably acting ratchet and they don't like it. So that's why you think they think they're better than you. No. Then nobody gives a fuck about living next to a council house. Literally next door is a council house. I don't want to, like, the thought of living next to a council house is a bad thought for me. Not because it's a council house, not because the council own it, it's because of the types of people that are going to move in, start acting ratchet. You see, I want to be around people who have something to lose. Like I said to you lot many times before, when you get to a certain level, you can't be going to Clissold Park or Victoria Park or Hackney Carnival. Because the people are going to turn up there, you're going to be surrounded by people that have nothing to lose. And when people have nothing to lose, man want to squeeze off and dip up the place and that. I can't be getting hit in the crossfire. I'm not going to make these JY's TV videos, man. So yeah, there's certain places you will never catch me featuring that because the people there have got nothing to lose. And that's what, when you're around people that ain't got nothing to lose, that's when people start getting jacked for their Rolex watch. Now, I don't need to worry about getting jacked for no Rolex watch. I ain't got no fucking Rolex watch. I knew a barber, he passed away, but, you know, RIP to him. He told me, now he's Jamaican, but he kind of like spent a long time growing up over here. And I remember one time he was cutting my hair. This was on Bouncers Road. There was a barber shop called, I think it was called Perlas or something like that. It's right near that Fez shop, that FES shop on Bouncers Road. A little bit like, yeah, basically where Negus got killed, RIP Negus. So I'm in there getting my hair cut, and he said to me, he was talking about going out to a club, something like that. And he said, when you're in certain places, certain dances, when you go to the toilet, you don't go on your own. You go with one of your mans then. I was like, why? Why would you need to go to the toilet with somebody and not go on your own? He said, because that's where most of the robberies happen. Because obviously there's no cameras and you get me, it's a tight space and that. This is what happens when you party and you go to functions with people that ain't got nothing to lose. You got men in there that are carrying things that they're not supposed to carry. You're going to a function where other people are going to feature there and they're on ungodly vibes, ungodly intentions. You see, if you just went to a place where everyone is rich because you put in the work to be amongst rich people, you're not going to get targeted by anyone for them to jack your Rolex watch, because everyone's going to have a Rolex watch in there. Furthermore, you're going to be in a place that requires a guest list. So therefore, these people that are on jackings and robberies and that, they're not even going to be inside the venue to jack you in the toilet. That's what I'm saying. You people want to go and get your AP, your Richard Mille, your Rolex bust down, kettle, pots and pans, iron watch to stunt in front of broke people. And then you're going to end up getting jacked for it. You want to stunt in front of broke people. Got a little notification. You want to stunt in front of broke people and try to suppress them, i.e., I've got a better watch than you. This is a subconscious thing. Why not go to a venue where you just blend in? It's a lot safer that way, you understand? Yeah? I said, bro, answer my question. Are you painting? Are you donating? Right, I'm 19. Should I buy a 6K package to become an electrician instead of going to college, which I have to pay for? I mean, you have to pay for anything. You have to pay for both of them anyway. Big up Abdi. Anyway, what was this guy saying? The thing is, yeah, with these 6K packages or these fast track courses and that, are you going to be fully qualified at the end of it? You need to be doing a course where once you complete it, what's the point of completing a course to be an incomplete tradesman? Guys, you lot need to think about this logically. You're going to complete a course to be an incomplete tradesman. No, complete a course that allows you to be a complete tradesman. Doesn't make no sense, man. You don't need to be careful what you write, because your messages won't come through, they'll get flagged. So someone said, do you go gym? What is more important to prioritize, health or wealth? I mean, yo, there's no prioritizing health or wealth. Blood, just be healthy. Just exercise every other day for 30 minutes or so, vigorous exercise. That's all you need every other day, 30 minutes. Because remember, in between that time, you're going to do normal, everyday standard exercise like walking and stuff, unless you have a desk job. And just eat somewhat healthy. You don't have to be on some, you know what I'm saying, a gluten-free, vegan diet and that. But just exercise every other day, 30 minutes of vigorous exercise, whether that be the gym or swimming or running, whatever, innit, playing tennis, whatever, taekwondo, doesn't matter, whatever, innit. And just eat healthy. That's it. That's all you need to do. Then you need to focus on making money. Because fuck being a millionaire and you're unhealthy and it's a detriment to your well-being and that. You ain't gonna be able to live no life of quality. So yeah, the main thing is to just be very basic in terms of prioritizing your health. Yeah. Every other day, 30 minutes of vigorous exercise, and then eat healthy, and that's it. That's all you need. You don't need to be in the gym for 3 to 4 hours every single day. What are you doing, man? You're not getting rich. You're just filling your time with nonsense. Man in the gym for 3 to 4 hours every single day, blood. Fam, you need to make better use of your time, man. Someone asked, where's Zola and them, man? I don't know. Big X said, big up DA. No holidays for JYs. Now, obviously, I don't care about holidays. You know what I mean? I don't care about exploring the world. I'm not interested. What's your opinion on the connotation career? What the fuck is that? Is that a play on word between career and something else? The guy said, so Cuthbert, Cuthbert, I mean, he has to be Jamaican with a name like that, you know, maybe. Cuthbert, let me know where you're from. What's your flag, my friend? Anyway, so yeah, unfortunately, I've realized the guys who always go gym late night usually have nothing going on. They have nothing going on. There's no way, yeah. This ain't a good thing, but what I'm saying is there's no way if you had a 10 out of 10 waiting for you at home, you'd be in the gym for 4 hours. Man, shut your mouth, blood. Don't tell me that if you had a 10 out of 10 Instagram model waiting at home for you to be in the gym for 4 hours. Guys that are in the gym ain't got nothing for 4 hours, ain't got nothing going on in their life. No way. You think Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Donald Trump, or Alan Sugar was in the gym for 4 hours a night? Impossible. Impossible. If they were wasting 3 to 4 hours of their night every day, every evening, they would not be where they are right now. No way. Impossible. It's a waste of fucking time, blood. I'm not saying that you can't go to the gym 1 hour max, yeah, every day if you want. But yo, 3-4 hours a day every day, blood. No way. No way. You be able to be able to do that, you would have to have some serious passive income where you don't even need to touch it. I work as a trainee QS at a FTSE 100 company. I don't know what that is, but one year has been there for 9 years and not on 60K yet. Should I be concerned? Can I have to stick to it? First of all, can't you become a self-employed contractor working for this company? But yeah, if someone's been working at a company for 9 years and they're not on 60K yet, the first thing you have to look at is this person that ambitious enough? Plus, you know what? Why are you working at the same company for 9 years anyway? You should be moving, you should be hopping from job to job, always chasing the next salary, the next higher salary. Nah, you should not be at no workplace for 9 years unless it's commission based. Where's the growth? I mean, these questions are so, bro, you know what to do. A man, so it's called, his thing's called Editor for London or something like that. Jay Wise, what should I do? My mum wants to kick me out because I was smoking. Stop smoking. So hold on a minute. Before your mum caught you smoking, she was happy with you to live there. And now that your mum has caught you smoking, she wants to kick you out. Stop smoking then, and see if your mum don't reinstate your tenancy agreement. It's very simple. Yeah. Your mom's probably just angry. That's why she wants to kick you out and that. And she probably thinks that you're not going to stop. Just stop smoking. I mean, like, I don't give a fuck, yeah? Unless your mum is like some hard iron, you understand, Margaret Thatcher style woman, yeah? There's no way, even if she caught you doing heroin, would she just kick you out, bam, right then and there? I'm sure, let's say she did kick you out right then and there. If you showed her that you got clean, you know, she would allow you to stay at home. So it's very simple. My mom caught me smoking. She wants to kick me out. Stop smoking. The reason why you don't know what to do is because you're not planning on stop smoking. That's the problem. That's why you don't know what to do. Life is very easy, you know. You people just make it hard, man. Yeah, but he might be really addicted. It's not as easy as you say for some people. Well, hey, it's up to you, my friend. You can go on and smoke your spliff or your crack pipe and be homeless, or you can be clean and have a roof over your head. Listen, there's gonna be some. So he's in a position, yeah, where there's gonna be some struggle. It's either he struggles to quit, or he has his little puff and that, but he's gonna be struggling out on the streets. Yeah, I'd rather, yeah, be in my mum's yard where it's clean, maybe depending on how people live, but you know, there's a roof over my head. It's clean relatively. It's better than the streets. I'd rather be sitting there ticking and clucking as opposed to lighting up, shooting up, but out there on the streets, just lost in the abyss of the dark alleyway. Why? You know, sometimes I come across, well, a lot of people, but sometimes the thought pops into my head. Like, how have you made it this far? Like, how was you able to survive and get to like 30 or 40 living this lifestyle with these decisions and these stupid thoughts that pop up into your head? I really wonder about some people, you know. How have you made it this far? Like, you know, you must be something special to still be alive with the stupid decisions that you made, boy. You must really, cause I don't believe in no supernatural or no God or nothing. But there must be a real guardian angel looking out for you because some of the dumb decisions that you make, like, I'm surprised you ain't been, yeah, you're still standing, boy. What advice would you give? Oh, sorry, one wrong thing. Yeah. What advice would you give to someone starting out in property? If you buy a property that you want to rent out, you need to buy a property with a minimum of 2 bedrooms and a living room. You rent out the 2 bedrooms and you rent out the living room all as separate rooms. So essentially, you have 3 rooms that you rent out. Each room in the house, doesn't matter what room it is, no room should require you to walk through one room to get to another. So, you know, like some people's kitchens are set up where you have to walk through the living room to the kitchen. If you find a property where you have to walk through the living room to get to the kitchen, don't buy it, because if you're looking to do like rent out rooms and that, well, you've already lost a room, because you can't have a room where people walk through someone's room to get to the kitchen. Now, is there some certain people from another place that's living in England who, yeah, I don't want to say nothing that might sound a bit, you understand, yeah? But there's certain people, some illegals and that, where a man's sleeping in the living room area and there's people just walking through his room to get to the kitchen. Of course. Is there someone in a 30-man in a 3-bed household? Yeah. Because I see one landlord, he got done for 30-man or 40-man in a 3-bed house and that. Is there some people doing that? Of course. But yeah, no one wants to be in that position and that. So what you need to do is you need to get a house or a 3-bed or 2-bed flat where you can rent out the 2 bedrooms and the living room. And basically, the 2 tenants that are paying rent on the rooms, they're covering the bills, and the 3rd person is the major profit. Really, that's how you're gonna make money. When you buy a property, don't bother put your life and soul into fixing it up, because the tenants are just gonna live dirty. All that hard work you put in is gonna go down the drain. Only put your life and soul into it if you're gonna renovate it, to raise the value, to pull out and refinance the property. And refinance it straight away. Do not renovate the property and then say, yeah, I'll refinance it in 2 years. No, because like I said, they're going to live dirty. So I'm saying, you lot should follow me and watch my thing. Do you know why? Because I'm not making mistakes, because mistakes is a dirty, harsh word. But yeah, to some degree, I'm making a little bit of mistakes and I'm learning, and I'm giving you lot free game. Remember I said, yeah, watch and observe and learn from older men. They are full of mistakes. Yeah? You can speak to a lot of older men and ask them, like, do you know anyone that's been cleaned out by their ex-wife and that? They will tell you plenty of stories, if it might not have happened to them. It's always good to be around older people. It's always good to be around people who are doing things as well, like myself, so I can drop that free game. Yo, don't do that because this is going to happen, or do it this way because it's more profitable and that. A lot of your friends are not doing nothing, so they can't even tell you mistakes and that. Yeah, yo, don't do this. Big up Ghost from Canning Town. Press 1 in the chat if you've seen any of Ghost's interviews. Ghost was saying, and this is the realest truth as well, in his area, they were the first youths to come up and to do this gang thing, like he was saying, yeah? And he was saying that they were making dumb mistakes, like holding ungodly things in their house, and the police are coming to the yard and raiding the house, because they didn't have no elders in the ends to teach them what not to do and what mistakes not to make. And that. It's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. They didn't have no one older around them to tell them what not to do. So yeah, like, put it this way, my little brother is 26. Now, we're not on talking terms like that, yeah. But let's say, yeah, if we were cool, pally and that, he would have more properties at his age than I did at his age. Because I'll tell him, do this, don't do that, but do this, bro. That's what I would say. Because he's gonna get free game from me. The older people around you are there to lead the way. What? Blood. That's how you know it's good for me to just scroll up and down, you know. How can a man ask me, yeah, if a girl I've been dating for 4 months keeps asking me for money to pay her rent, should I do it? Bam, I shall block this guy, you know. How dare you watch my thing and ask me that? Bro, you must be new to this. Yeah? This must be the first hour you've been watching me ever. You must have just discovered me at 8 p.m. today. Of course not, blood. Don't give no girls no money for nothing. I swear, I think the most money I gave Nadia is like £10 to go and buy a bottle of wine from the shop. I swear. Pay her rent, you know? Are you mad? Fam, and that's the thing, yeah. That's how I know, like, you ain't got guys around you that are like, you know, got any substance to them. Because if you had guys around you that had substance to them, you would run this past them like, yo, what do you think about me paying this girl's rent? They will tell you no. Are you mad? Paying a girl's rent. Now, I don't know. Let's say, for example, yeah, the girl was going to get kicked out. Yeah. And she was like, yo, if I don't pay this rent for £500, I'm going to get kicked out. Boy, if you wanted to be Captain Save a Hole and save a damsel in distress, that's up to you, my friend. But, nah. And then that's the thing. Yeah, you just if you save her blood clot, you're just prolonging the inevitable. So you're just going to be in the same position at some point in the future and end up needing someone to pay their rent because they're on a joke team. So this person said, yo, Jay, I can't get a mortgage for religious reasons. So how can I get into property? You can go through a process like doing like halal mortgages. So let me just type it in now. So halal mortgages. And basically what happens is, yeah, let me just upload it here. Basically what happens with this halal mortgages thing is, let's say the property is 100 grand. Some company buys it for 100 grand, and then they basically sell it to you for like 120, but you're not paying interest on it. So you pay monthly, but do you know what? Yeah, it's just like a loophole around the Quran. That's basically what it is. It's a loophole. Yeah? You lot are basically trying to outsmart the holy book. That's basically what halal mortgages are, really and truly. But yeah, you can do halal mortgages and that, and then it's basically there's no interest, but you're just paying at a higher rate. Oh, I need to adjust this flipping thing, man. I need to be like over here. Because basically, see this StreamYard thing that's over there, yeah? I can't upload those videos onto my TikTok account that's monetized because you can't have what they call it, not watermark. Yeah, they call it a watermark. You can't have watermarks. Oh, what you man think of the kitchen? Obviously, man's still got cardboard up at the window. Ain't got no blinds yet. Did you used to roll with Tion Wayne? Nah, not like that. But meaning was cool still. Get me, but nah. I wouldn't phone him. He wouldn't phone me. Nothing like that. I mean, he might have had my number. I can't remember. But obviously, back in my day, like we didn't know him as Tion Wayne. Like, that's just DJ. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he was still on his thing and that, but obviously he wasn't doing the music thing like that. Or if he was just was starting out. He wasn't how he is today. But obviously, man, first start from somewhere. You get me? Is gas engineering worth the 7K? Yeah, if you're going to become fully qualified at the end of it, yeah. Blood, gas engineers, bro, them man, they'll make £300 a day. £300 a day, that's 1,500 a week. 1,500 a week times 4 weeks in a month, that's 6 grand. Double that, you've already made, yeah, in a month and a half, you've already made your money back from that course. So of course it's worth it. Now, if it took you 3 years to make your money back from that course, then no, it's not worth it. I said, Jay, when's the next property you getting another anytime soon? Why you want to know for? Why you want to know for? How's it saying that I've been inactive? It look like fucking AI on the screen. There's a guy from your ends called Terminator who does property. He used to play for Arsenal. Nah, he used to play for QPR, Queen's Park Rangers. He never played for Arsenal. Maybe like youth team or something. But nah, he played for QPR, not Arsenal. I got 4 more years of uni, graduating at 26, 17 approx. What? That doesn't make any sense. I've got 4 more years of uni, graduating at 26, 17 approximately. Feeling insecure at the idea of graduating at the age of, compared to my high school friends that graduated at 23 next year. Oh, 26 to 27. Oh shit. Yeah, okay. I mean, you're asking me, yeah, like, oh, you know, you feel a bit insecure that you're graduating at 26 to 27 years old and that, you know, any advice? What's my advice? Blood, what can I say? You're in it, yeah, you just have to move forward. You can't worry about, oh, I'm graduating at 26, 27. Yo, you see these peers that you're around? You're not going to see them after uni. Any of you lot that have finished college and have not been to college for 4 years because you're into your careers now, tell me how many of the youths that sat in your class that you used to speak to or even sit with at lunch, tell me how many of them you're still in contact with. There's one guy that I'm still in contact with a little bit. Yeah, man just happened to bump into him down the road not too long ago and that. So basically none. Yeah. Don't worry about, oh, you know, you're 26 and that. Yeah, maybe worried about that at the beginning, but you're graduating now. The mission's complete. That's our problem. We're too worried about, you know, oh, how we look to people around us and that. I'm telling you, a lot of people will be in a different place in their life, yeah, if they truly did not give a damn what other people think. You know how much people are sitting down on ideas? They're not willing to burst out of the blocks, yeah, just because of what their friend might think. I'm sure I was saying this in a video the other day. There's certain men I know around me. If I told them I was going to start making videos on YouTube, they would say, "But that's an idiot thing. Why am I making videos on YouTube, lad?" But now I'm making money from YouTube. I bump into people on the streets that have met me and they watch and they rate my thing. There's youths that come up on here and say, yo, your content has changed my life. And that. Imagine I listened to them. I would have just faded into the history like they're going to and never be remembered, never impacted no one's life. Fuck their opinion. And I don't even talk to them. That's the worst thing. I don't even talk to them no more. Imagine not going forth with ideas, because obviously me, if I do something, I'm going to be serious about it. Imagine having an idea and being serious about it, but not going forth with that idea because of the opinion on someone who's not putting no money in your pocket, is not going to support your idea, and is not going to be around in 3 to 4 years. And it could just be over some stupid little argument or over some girl. It's crazy. Any idea you got, bun the people them around you and pursue your dream. Try your thing, blood. Because these people that are telling you, don't try that out, don't try this out. Yo, they're not giving you the money to compensate you for not attempting. Let's say you fall on hard times. Are they going to give you any money? They're not giving you no damn money. They ain't got no damn money themselves. So, yo, you got any ideas? And I don't listen to no one around you. But obviously, make sure you're serious. Because there's people that say, I want to start a YouTube channel on that. They'll make 4 videos and then I know someone made a YouTube channel, made like what 5-6 videos. Now the YouTube channel is in the graveyard of YouTube channels. Ain't made a video in 2 years. Bullshit, man. Have you read The Power of Your Subconscious Mind now? You think it's better to have 0 friends? I'm not saying 0 friends. We only need 2 friends, man. That's it, man. Just 1, 2 man around you. That's it. Do you wear tracksuits? yeah, of course, man. Hey, Jay, move to Harlow, man. We say, is that where you live, yeah? Or you see me driving past you in my banger. Get your peas up. Nah, don't worry, that car will be going one day. I'm running into the ground, boy. Press 1 if you remember these. Press 1 if you remember these, if you used to eat these. Big up Cuthbert. I think it's harder in the construction industry for colored people to... Blood, no, man. Hey, you're looking for trouble now, mate. They're talking about, do you think it's harder in the construction industry for colored people to get hired? No, it's not, blood. What are you talking about? And this person here is probably not even a black person because of his name. It's just an excuse, man. Just an excuse to not be successful. I tell you, any of you lot have been watching me long enough. Obviously, I've been on this contract for like 3 years. When I first started, I think they had about 7 guys on this contract. And, I never worked with any of them. There was these 2 guys that used to work together. Every now and then I used to bump into them and I spoke to them like 2-3 times, yeah? Anyway, I work on my own. When I drive around, I don't see anybody that works for my company, yeah? And then one day, I heard that, there's only two of us left. I'm like, 2 of us left? What's happened? Like, they got rid of 5 other guys and they just kept me and another guy on. Yo, there was a total of 7 of us and I was the only black man. Tell me how it's harder for people of color to get jobs and hold jobs. Why did they not get rid of me? They didn't get rid of me because I'm good at my job and I'm reliable. So get qualified, be good at your job, work as many hours as possible, and you always, people, they all want to keep you on. They don't care about your color. This is not the 1960s. No one gives a damn. Only you and these people that feel like victims care about their color. How does one develop self-confidence to become a leader? Stop asking how to develop self-confidence and become a leader. Do you know what you do? Yeah, do you know what you want to do to become to develop self-confidence? Whatever you're afraid to do, whatever you lack confidence in, practice that. Whatever it is, let's say a man has no confidence in approaching women. Start approaching women. You can get thousands of practice sessions because there are thousands of women walking the streets. Yeah? Become a competent, if you want to become a leader, become a competent person. You cannot be a leader if you're an incompetent person. They're never going to hire the captain of the ship if he doesn't know how to steer the ship safely. The captain of the ship is a competent person. So if you want to be a leader, first of all, become an exceptionally competent person. Like, you lot know Jay is competent. You can just tell, like, yeah, Jay is competent. Imagine, yeah, I went on to some game show and, you know, yeah, imagine I said, all right, guys, I'm going on to some game show and yeah, it's going to be quite competitive and that. You lot would kind of expect Jay to be like first or second because Jay is good at things. Jay is a competent person. You wouldn't expect me to be out first. That if I told you, like, yeah, I'm going and having going to a taekwondo competition, it's a tournament. There's 16 people, there's only one winner. You don't want to expect me to be first or second, just because. If I went on to like a little game show where, you know, the task is like there has to be one leader and that, you lot would, if I said, yeah, I'm going to be nominated to be the leader, you lot are not going to be like, boy, good luck there, mate. I see you lot out first. Yeah, you lot going to be last. No, you lot would think that, yeah, the team that I'm leading, we're going to come first. No, man, you have to be competent. So forget about trying to be a leader. Be competent first. Oh, you're right, you know. Cuthbert knows. He said they get stuck in your teeth. So today, I must have been eating one just as I pulled up outside this tenant's flat. I could feel something in my teeth. I'm like, yo, man's picking this thing. I ain't gonna be standing up there fucking in the tenant's house talking to the tenant. I look like I got fucking look like I got a bar of soap in my mouth or something like that. So yeah, my man did take that out before, man. That some people just have no standards, you know. Like I go to my dentist like every 6 months or whatever, innit? And my mum always taught me this from day one. Yeah? My mum wasn't able to provide me with much, but my mum always gave me just little silly values. Yeah, never leave dishes in the sink overnight. So never come downstairs in the morning and see dishes in the sink. Always wash up before you go to sleep. I always do that. I've done it before. I've been upstairs. It's 10 o'clock at night. I'm like, just 1 hour rest and I'll go downstairs and wash up the dishes and that. Fall asleep. It's 2 in the morning. I'll get up and go downstairs and wash the dishes and go back up to sleep. Just because my mum drummed it into me from day one. Yeah. My mum, you never sit on the floor. You will never catch me sitting on the floor. I can't stand when I see people sitting on the floor. A lot of people that look like this sit on the floor. Yeah. I saw a girl that looks like me sitting on the floor in Northampton. I know why. Because she has majority friends that look like this. because black girls do not sit on the floor in London, but the black people up here are like this. Yeah. So yeah, my mum taught me a lot of things, and one thing she taught me is before you go to the dentist, brush your teeth. Imagine going to the dentist, man, they're looking around in your mouth and they're seeing bits of cheeseburger, last night's pork chops, little bit of chewing gum that you, yeah? No, man, have some respect for the flipping dentist. They don't want to see that crap, man. Yeah, they want to look into people's mouths that look semi-decent, yeah? No respect for the dentist and that. So yeah, before anytime I go to the dentist, I brush my teeth before I leave the house anyway. But if my dentist appointment's at 3 o'clock, I will go home and brush my teeth and then go to the dentist. Even if I brush my teeth, well, I would have brushed my teeth that day anyway. Oh shoot. Big up Ms. 528 with the super chat. Right. He said, yo, Jay, is smoking weed for the weak individual? Well, yeah. If you have a habit that you can't stop, you're weak. You're weak. If you get up in the morning and the first thing you need to do is grab your spliff, you're weak. How can you not go without a spliff a day or two? Come on, man, you're weak, man. Some people, it's like they have like this little tick. Like, there's some people, yeah, like, right, they stop smoking, but then now they do vaping. Or they don't do vaping, they do this heats nonsense. There's people right now, yeah, that are gonna claim to have stopped smoking. But then what they're gonna do is they're gonna subsidize that with doing vaping or heat, whatever nonsense and that. Why not just stop altogether? They can't because they're weak. Man says stop judging people, bro. Everybody judges people. What are you talking about? You judge people. That's why you wouldn't go out with certain girls who are, you know, yeah. Everybody judges people. What are you talking about? I agree. I will try to cut down. I'm 31, smoke daily to escape reality. There's no trying to cut down. You've already failed the mission. You've already failed the task by saying you're going to try to cut down. Listen, when you decide to quit, yeah, there's no I'm going to smoke throughout today, and then the last zoot of the day is going to be the last one ever. No, the last one was the last one. That's it. There's no one last one before I go bed, and then tomorrow I'll start off from scratch. Nah, fam. Nah, man. And this is why I want to know who stuck to their stupid New Year's resolution. To be fair, I was going to make a video about this in October, November. Because what does everyone do? Everyone makes videos about New Year's resolution. What do you call it? Everyone makes videos about New Year's resolution, like around New Year's and that. Nah, I wanted to be the first person to make videos about New Year's resolution in October, and I just fucking forgot. But how many people stick to their New Year's resolution? It's only been a month and 12 days, 13 days. Joke thing. If you have to wait for the new year to lapse for you to start something, it's only a matter of time before you relapse. Yeah, go back to that bad habit. Or oh, I'm gonna join the gym in the new year. At some point, you're gonna stop going to the gym real soon, not after 4 years. So So yeah, so how'd you get a one-to-one session? So email me at jystv. So email me here. Just say, yo, it's Ms528. Just say you want a mentoring session and I'll take it from there. £60 for 1 hour. You'd be the best £60 you ever spent. No one's been disappointed by my mentoring session. If anything, I had a guy do a mentoring session. He sent me a DM after saying, yo, that was better than what I thought it was going to be. Yeah, because I can only give out like basic advice because I'm not speaking to someone on a one-to-one basis. But once I get to know your story and your circumstances and that, I can give you some good advice. There's a guy, I ain't going to say what he was trying to do, but let's say, for example, yeah, he wanted to sell clothes from a particular shop. Yeah, he wanted to sell clothes from a particular clothing shop. He said what he's going to do is buy the clothes from this clothing shop and then list them on eBay. And then if you don't get any sales, he just returns it before the 30-day period and that. I said to him, you can do that, or what you can do is list the clothes before you buy them, and then when you do get a sale, then go and buy the clothes and then go and sell it to the people. But obviously you have to pick an item that you know is definitely going to be in stock. Black boxer shorts or something like that, for example. He's like, dude, that's a fucking good idea. I'm like, yeah, it's better than sitting in your house or wherever you're living in your room with boxes and boxes of clothes everywhere waiting to sell. Just list the items. When you get the sales, go to the shop and go and buy it and then go and sell it on to them. Very simple and that. Yeah. But these are little gems that man will be dropping and that. So someone said, what if all your friends are bums? Well, it's time to change your friend circle, my friend. Big up, Striker. It's time to change your friend circle. If all your friends are bums, are some lames, that you look at these people and you're like, right, you're not going nowhere. You're not going to be nowhere in 5-10 years' time. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. But don't get rid of them to be a lone bum. Get rid of them because you're on a path to making your life better. Don't get rid of them and just be a bum on your own. What's the point? You might as well be a bum with other bums. You bum. Yeah. So don't be a lone bum. What's the point of that? Jay Wise, you got any spare time for hobbies or are you constantly on job? I mean, I'm constantly on job, man. Like, obviously, I've been working 6 days a week for the last 8 weeks or something like that. So, is it worth renting to family or friends? Nope. I have a family member. I may have just saved them. Who knows? They bought a property and then they bought another property around the corner. Literally, turn right, turn left. They moved from the property that they bought initially to the one around the corner, and they was going to start renting out the initial property. Now, what they were doing at first was renting out rooms to like a big HMO kind of thing. And they said what they're going to do instead is they're looking to just rent out the whole entire house to one of their friends. I said, don't do that. They said, why? I said, your friend, quote unquote, is going to play on your niceness. And one day, I don't care how long it's going to take, there's an invisible sand timer. One day, your friend is going to hit you up and say, yo, times are hard, money's tight. I'm not going to be able to pay you this month. Are you okay with that? Or they might not even go that far straight away. Let's say the rent is 1,200. They'll be like, you know, money's a little bit tight this month. Do you mind if I give you, you know, 900 and I'll find the extra 300. And if you say, yeah, because you know, you're better off taking the 900 than not taking nothing. Yeah? If they say they can only give you 900, well, you ain't going to get 1200 out of them, really. Once you say, yeah, that's it. At some point, give it enough time, they're going to be like, yo, I ain't got the money this month. I ain't even got £9 for you, and not pay you nothing. And then next thing you know, they ain't paid rent for 6 months. That's how it starts. So they were like, yeah, you're probably right. You know? So I may have just saved them. Now, I don't know, because I don't speak to this person no more. I don't know, you know, what they're doing now, who they got in there renting. But don't rent to no family and friends. Don't lend no family and friends no damn money as well. Someone hitting you up for £50. Yo, you got £50. What? Why do you need £50? Why don't you have £50 just lying around? I don't get it. Why is there not £50 in your bank account? How can you not have £50 in your bank account? If I was gonna borrow money from someone, it would be like, yo, 2 grand. I need an extra 2 grand because my solicitor's saying this so I can complete on this problem. Like something like that. I'm not gonna be asking anyone for £50. I'll find £50 in coins in my car somewhere. Yeah. How can you not have £50 in your bank account? One of my family members hit me up, big man, 50, mid-50s. Can you borrow me £50? I told him no. No. Oh, you know, money's tight this month. Nah, I'm not giving you £50. No waste, man. He hit me up on Facebook Messenger. Get with the times, boy. That's why he ain't got £50. Man, still using Facebook Messenger. I know you're 55 years old, but come on, man. Shit. Should be ashamed of yourself asking a younger for £50, you know. I said most of my family and friends don't want to see me grow. You know that white youth there, Casey Zander, that used to upload his videos and that. Big up True Talk Only 4. He uploads a lot of Casey Zander's videos. He said one time in one of his videos that when he was first doing YouTube, he used to make fitness videos. So he used to be in the gym with the tripod, filming himself. Now he just does like relationship guru, relationship stuff and that, dating videos and that. But before, he used to do fitness videos in the gym, you know, how to do proper bicep curl and tricep, whatever that. He said overnight, it was like day and night, a bunch of family and friends just unfriended him on Facebook. For no reason, really. Like, you could understand why some family and friends would want to unfriend me on Facebook or, you know, not want to talk to me. Because you can understand how some people might get offended by my content. But why would you get pissed off so much that you'd want to unfriend someone and unfollow someone on Facebook and Instagram just because they're making fitness videos? If you're not into fitness videos, then just don't watch. The problem is people don't want to see people trying out new things that might lead to some sort of success and progression, let alone be successful and let alone progress. It's like they're scared of change. So this is the natural thing that happens. When you step out of your comfort zone, when you do what other people are not willing to do, they're not gonna like you for it. Them little gassed up lighties girls, yeah. I remember there was on anyway, they was getting interviewed by some girl that looks like me who's a damn fool, yeah. Don't rate her one bit. Anyway, they were getting interviewed by some chick. So big up the gassed up ladies, but the girl that was interviewing her is a damn fool. All she talks about is dark skinned women and oh, we have the article with dark skin. Fool. Anyway, so they were saying that they got invited into like a WhatsApp group chat on like their dad's side of the family. And she don't know none of these people from nowhere, but she's just in a WhatsApp group. The dad invited her into it, let's say. And the family members that she don't know was like, oh, why do you want to become rappers and that? But leave the girls then, man. Let them do what they need to do, man. Shit, trying to hate on them. And it's not because they're looking out for them. They just don't want people to grow and become something. They want you to be at a low level like them. So this striker person said, what's the best way to build a client base for an accounting firm? Make a YouTube channel, make a TikTok account, make an Instagram page, and talk about accounting things. Make videos about, you know, the best way to be tax efficient, the best way to save money, the best way to find loopholes, legal loopholes in the tax system. Talk about CIS tax deductions and all of this stuff. Just make videos and produce content, and people, they will buy from you. The reason why I'm able to sell mentoring sessions and sell my book, buy a hard copy on eBay or ebook on Amazon, check out the book Conquering Adversity by Jelani Knight, is because I make content on YouTube, TikTok, and then a few videos on Instagram. Social media is free advertising. You would be a madman to not make content on social media to advertise your business. If you are a mortgage broker, the way to get clients to be a mortgage broker is make content about mortgage broker. You know, like if you're a non-residential landlord, the best lenders to use is Kent Reliance and such and such and such. If you have had a CCJ in the past, the best lenders to use at the moment is such and such and such. If you've had defaults in the past, these are the lenders that are available for you. Just make videos on content. Every single little thing about being an accountant, make a miniature video about it, just 1 minute. And that's the way you can advertise your business. Plus, do a good job, do your job and provide a service for a decent rate. I've just told you how to promote your accounting firm right there. And this is what I'm saying, yeah? You see these little things like this? This is what I tell, and these are the advice that I give people during the mentoring sessions. Like, I'm not prepared for a question like this. I never jumped on this live today and thought, right, someone's probably going to ask me how to promote their accounting firm. Yeah, so I'm going to have this plan to say, no, this is off the dome. But you can see the advice I gave you, that your life will never be worse taking that advice. So this is the sort of advice I will give to someone who's obviously does a mentoring session. So that's why you should book a mentoring session, £60. But I'm not trying to put you on some, yeah, £3,000 course and here's 10 videos. Nah, man. Yeah, be competitive. So, you know, do a good job for a reasonable price. Right, so this Kevy person, or I don't know how I pronounce the name. Yo, we saying J words. I'm here, man. I'm here. Big up Albania. Right, I'll be coming off in about 10 minutes. And for the man them who grew up with less, you need to listen to his advice. Yeah. Big up the Bengali flag. Trust me, I know flags. I know flags, mate. You still do your electrical testing, yeah? Big up hard to kill, yeah. You ever gonna upgrade on the Honda? Yeah. I will do soon. Bear man don't know Bangladesh. Oh no, man. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how I know, but I just know. And I know bear flags, man. I mean, the Bengali flag is very similar to Japan. Yeah. Japan has a white background, Bangladesh has a green background. But East London and the UK is full of Bengalis. Yeah. I'm sure it was you I was talking to the other day, like in the last live show, I was saying that there's bare Bengali people in Tower Hamlets. Kyle Bag, love your content, keep it up. Yeah, man, come on, man. Striker said, look forward to working with you. Yeah, man. So yeah, just send an email to, where is it? jystv@outlook.com. Just say, oh, I'm interested in a mentoring session, whatever. In it. So this Pegasus person said, what gives you the right to charge £60 for a session? What gives me the right to charge someone £60 for a session? Because in that 60 minutes, I will give you more better advice than your father could have ever gave you. Think about it this way. You're paying someone you don't know like that for life advice. Why hasn't your father been able to give you this life advice? Like, I'm not saying anything like crazy. You understand? Like, I'm doing your father's work for him, you know. No way, yeah, will my son be paying anyone for a mentoring session. No fucking way, bro. Because even if I die, my son will be able to have my videos to watch as a reference. So, you know, and I know that to be true because there's people that I have not mentored and they said that I've changed their life. So definitely, if my son's watching my videos and that, you know, he can learn from my thing. He can change his life. He can steer him on the right path. So yeah, I'm able to charge £60 because it's definitely worth it. So you wouldn't, hold on a minute. So you would rather take a girl out on a date and spend £120 just to get a hug or just to get a thank you or a little peck on the cheek rather than spend £60 on a mentoring session that can help you progress in life so that at least then you have more money to spend on girls. This make no sense. You would rather spend £60 on a girl than £60 on a mentoring session. Crazy. You do you want, innit? Sure, money in that, but see, this person here said JY's is basically saying, we're a similar age, I'll pay you any amount for deep knowledge. My old man is a bum. Yeah. But no disrespect, that's partly down to the decision that your mum made, unfortunately. No disrespect. Because a lot of people will complain, oh, my dad is this, my dad is that. But your mum allowed this individual to make a copy of himself. A lot of these chicks will moan about these bum-ass waste men and yo, you spread it and open up your legs for this bum-ass waste man. So what does that say about you? You wouldn't be friends with a bum-ass waste man. Like, chicks wouldn't want to be friends with a bum-ass waste man, but then you let that bum-ass waste man make a copy of himself. Like, literally, I say this all the time. It's so mad. I can't get my head around it. There are chicks right now who are with guys, who are having children with guys, who I wouldn't even want that fool to have my number. I would never associate with that fool. I wouldn't want that damn jackass to stop and speak to me in the street. And you're actually in a relationship with him. You have made him the captain of your ship, which is going to sink very soon. Crazy. There are chicks right now who are getting breed up by guys that I would never want to talk to. I would never want to be their friend. and you're allowing this person to pass on their genes. This is how you know the levels are just different. You're in a relationship with a guy that I wouldn't want that fool to phone me. You had a child with a fool that I wouldn't want him to phone me. Not even be my friend. I wouldn't even want him to phone me. Don't fucking phone my number. You know, an idiot phoned me, I don't know, let's say summer last year, July, something like that. I remember I was literally on my way to Edmonton. And he's one of them people, he thinks he knows, but he's broke. So he knows a lot of nothing. He's a damn fool. Instead of getting himself a skill, a trade, or education, he tried trading. He thinks he's a crypto king. Now he's doing some bullshit ass job. Yeah, he's one of them people he thinks he knows and he fucking don't. And I know he doesn't know because he has no results to back it. Yeah, to support that he doesn't know anything. Anyway, this guy phoned me and he said to me, you know, like, yo, like just talking shit. Like, yeah, where did this idiot even get my number? Like, maybe he had my number from years ago, but people lose people's numbers. So anyway, he was like, yeah, man, like, next time you're down, like when you next down in Edmonton, I'm like, yeah, probably in a couple of weeks. Bro, that was on my way to Edmonton. Yeah, I ain't telling you, I ain't giving you my GPS, you damn fool. Anyway, he's like, yeah, all right, then, well, anyway, next time you're down, like, link up, go for a coffee and that. I was like, yeah, cool, safe. Got off the phone. Anyway, I have a lot of people phoning me. I phone a lot of people and that. Obviously, I didn't have his number saved in my phone. And then days later, like, whatever, in it. Yeah, like, I've been phoning people. People phone me off of numbers that I ain't got saved and that. And I thought to myself, you know what? I should have really saved that guy's number, Some of you lot are thinking, like, if this guy's a damn fool, why would you want to save his number? It's not to phone him. It's so that when he phones me, I don't answer the fucking call. Damn fool. And then people like that are going to go on to have multiple children. A man that I wouldn't want to phone me. Like, crazy. Trust me, when you get to a certain level, yeah, everyone is an idiot for the most part. Everyone is a damn fool. Like, you just look at and see the way people move, and you're like, why are you doing things this way? Like, this is not going to lead anywhere. And like, there's people that I'm around all the time, yeah, and I'm like, just the things that they come up with, or just the way they carry out certain things. I'm like, this is why you're still working at 60 years old. You're not smart. Like, you don't know how to think outside the box. You're just constantly on autopilot mode. Big up man like Incognito, J-Wise, would you think getting a bank loan to renovate my buy-to-let property calm because I got the money in my savings bank? Yeah, man. Listen, there are mortgage lenders that allow you to take out a bank loan for the deposit for the property. So yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah, I would take out a bank loan to renovate a property in that. As long as, let's say, yeah, you take out a bank loan for 20 grand, and when you renovate the property is going to be worth 50 grand more. Yeah. Now, if you're taking out a bank loan for 20 grand and the property is not going to increase in value, or only going to increase in value by 5 grand, no. So whatever the bank loan is that you take out, just make sure the property is at, worst case scenario, you're going to add 10 grand on top. Yeah. So let's say you take out a bank loan for 20 grand. After the renovation work is done, you need to have increased that property value by 30 grand because that's 10 grand on top of the 20. Hopefully, you should at least double it. If you take out 20 grand, then the increase in value should be like 40 grand once you renovate the property and like you do like a refinance and stuff. So. But yeah, take out a bank loan, man. No problem, man. Don't let these people go, oh, don't take out a bank loan. Bro, they're on some shook shit, man. Like they're scared of taking out loans and that. Bro, the only time you need to be scared of taking out loans is when you're gonna go and do dumb shit with it. Like go on holiday or buy a car and that. Yeah, you should be scared of loans and debt. I mean, that's nothing, man. 2-3K, that's nothing, man. But take out the bank loan after you complete on the property. Because let's say you get the mortgage offer, if they do another credit check on you in between that time and you've taken out a loan, you could get declined on the mortgage. Yeah, no, get the loan after you complete on the property and you got the key. Because Nadia told me before some mortgage lenders, so what will happen is you'll get a mortgage agreed on the 1st of January. You'll start going through the conveyancing process. Takes 2 months, 3 months. Before you complete on the property, when the lender release the funds and pay for the property, they may do a credit check a couple of days before. If they've seen that you've taken on new loans, they can reject it. You don't want to be falling at the last hurdle. So do it after you've got the key and you've completed on the property. It's not all lenders do that, but some. Someone asked, do you have a pension? Must be hard finding one. Sorry. Do you have a pension? Must be hard finding one as self-employed. I don't need a pension. If I'm not rich and successful, then I deserve to rot away as an elderly person on a shitty state pension. I've got a healthy brain and a healthy body. If I don't make a success of myself, I have failed and I deserve to be punished. This is the what's the word? Not the hardness, but this is how strict I am on myself. There's a better word. Someone in the chat come up with a better word. This is how, it's not just hard on myself, it is a better word. This is how, not strict, it's a better word. This is how strict I am on myself. Because there's no excuse. Now, if something happened to me and I didn't have all my faculties, that's different. But, you know, there's nothing stopping me from becoming a millionaire and being rich enough to not need some stupid little $3,000, $4,000 pension every month. So if I don't get to that stage by 65 or whatever it is, then I deserve to be at the bottom. This is how hard you got to be on yourself, man. And it's funny, I'm this hard on myself and I've reached this level, and other people, they're not hard on themselves and they're all the way down here. It's not a coincidence that I'm at the level that I'm at, but I'm hard on myself. And it's also not a coincidence that the people are down at the low level that they're at, because they just, yeah, you know, life happens, and you know, I'll turn it around next year. Nah, man, fuck that bullshit. I'm gonna turn it around tomorrow, today. Every day you wake up poor, every day you start off from zero. How old were you when this mentality kicked in? Probably about 20, 21. Obviously, it was never at the level it's at now, obviously. But if you spoke to me when I was 20, you could see me growing and evolving and transforming into this person. Like, if you spoke to me when I was 20, you wouldn't be like, yo, that's not the same guy, mate. Yeah, it's completely different. Nah, you could see like, I could see how that 20-year-old would be able to transform into this guy. You would see it. Obviously, man would be nowhere near on this level at 20. And good. Why the hell would I want to be on the same level that, like, if at the age 32 I am now, if you could see me at 20, like, yeah, you're on the same level now. Yo, you ain't made no progression. You ain't grown, my friend. Big up, who's this person? Derek. Big up, Derek. Oh shoot, I invited you. Don't follow. Don't accept, big man. I'm coming off in 2 minutes anyway. But big up for the gift. Derek. the reason why I'm saying your name's Derek. There was one youth in my school. He was like 2 years younger than me. This youth was Ghanaian, but he looked like he was Congolese. Yo, this youth was a ringer. Yeah. He claimed to be like, let's say when I was 14, he was 12. Yo, this youth looked like he was about 16, 17 years old. Them ringer man, them. About come over here and lie about their age and that. Quick one. Do you think your child should pay for their first car or the parents should? I mean, that's a difficult one. Me personally, yeah, if let's say when I have a son, or obviously if it's my daughter, I'll buy my daughter a car. Yeah, my daughter will be a little princess, so I'll buy her a car. But regardless, whether it's my daughter, like, obviously my son, I'm not too sure. Maybe I might make him work for his own car. Because as a man, you're gonna have to work for things in your life. Yeah? But regardless of whether or not I buy my daughter a car, buy my son a car, and that, they need to be on the right path. Or you just won't be living with me anyway. See, when I have a son and daughter, or son or daughter, I'm not gonna charge them rent. No. They don't need to pay rent. They just need to be on the right path. They need to be doing what they're supposed to be doing, whether that's in school, college, whatever, and that uni, whatever. They need to be doing whatever they need to be doing, or else you're not gonna live here. It's as simple as that. So they might not even make it to the car stage. You understand? So yeah, I'm not playing about when I'm a dad. I'm a father. No, my kids are not. I'm not having no one waste the gift of life, just chilling. Why preferential treatment to the daughter though doesn't seem fair. Life is not fair. And at the end of the day, we all know that women have life and live life on easy mode. That's the way it is. A chick could have no education whatsoever. She could have never have gone to school. She can just work in McDonald's all day long and just sleep on her mum's sofa. If she is a 10, some rich billionaire, B, not M, yeah? Some rich billionaire, he will look after her. A chick can be a straight up 10, but a dunce. No education, no personality, nothing. But because she's a straight up 10, she can ride around in Rolls Royces all day long. This is the reality of the world. So women, they live a different life to man. Yeah? So my son, listen, in order for you to ride around in someone's Rolls Royce, you have to be a somebody. When you're a chick, you don't have to be a no one. Just be pretty. That's it. Like, I don't get it. You've got chicks, yeah, who are like basically like, nines and tens dealing with bro guys. Yo, you need to leverage those looks. Listen, if I was a chick, yeah, and there's chicks that are not pretty and there's chicks that are pretty. Yo, I'll be leveraging that. You think if I was a chick that was a 9 or a 10, you think I'll be living in the council house? Yo, I would have a footballer boyfriend or whatever. These girls really don't know how to leverage their beauty, boy. It's like selling Rolexes for £10. It make no sense. You're a 10 out of 10 chick living in a council house. Madness. Anyway, coming off in 1 minute because I've got a video to make. So big up for the followers though. If you lot are not following, follow this account. The reason why I made this, done this live stream on this account today, because I want to get this account to 10K. So I can start getting paid from this account as well. So the grind never stops, man. I've got JY's TV 2.0 on YouTube. Go follow that account there, man. I'm trying to get it to 500 so I can monetize that account. I think I only need to get it to 500, you know, not 1,000 followers or 1,000 subscribers on YouTube for that JY's TV 2.0, because I think it's because it's linked to my other account. It's only 500. So yeah, go follow that one there. There's bare videos on there. There's videos that you might have missed from JY's TV, the regular account that's on there. So too much content. TikTok, there's the JY's TV account. Then there's JY's TV 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, clips, reacts, bare videos, hella gems for free. So man, putting this, yeah, all I do is work, grind, that's it. I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is upload videos, and the last thing I do is upload videos, literally. Literally. Before I stopped doing this, before I would have been whipping and bombing it down the road, uploading the video to TikTok. I stopped that now. I ain't doing that nonsense. Yeah, grinding. And I love it. I love working. I love being active and doing stuff. You know what I mean? I love building towards stuff. Intrinsically, as men and human beings, we like to build. The problem is people are building the wrong thing. Whether it's the wrong thing in the real world or the wrong thing in the virtual world. Man, them are trying to build their bodies in the real world because they need a sense of fulfillment. That's why people build things. There was this guy at the bottom of the estate that I was living on before. He used to have this, I think he changed his car now, but he had this green car. This guy's always working on this car. Do you know why? Because he's building. He's building nothing. He's building a lot of bullshit, playing around with his green Sirocco and that, putting little LED lights and his amplifier, shaking the whole fucking estate. I had to tell him one time, yo, he needs to turn that music down. He's building nothing, but he's building. We all intrinsically as human beings have a void that needs to be filled, and we fill it with building something to get a sense of fulfillment. The problem is people are putting their energies into the wrong thing, like going to the gym for 3 hours every single day. Wouldn't you rather be a content creator and earn thousands of pounds by putting in work to do content creation 3 hours every evening instead of spending 3 hours every evening in the gym? You don't need muscles to get girls, you know. Look at the man them on your ends, the road youths on your ends that are getting gal. Are they in the gym? No, 90% of them ain't in the gym. They might be in the gym in jail. Once they touch road, they don't go gym. Yeah, trust me, when I was in ISIS, bro, I was in the gym. Man, touch road, bro, gym wear. To be fair, I was pumping a little bit of weights at my house, you know, afterwards and that. But, and obviously, like later on when I was in my 20s, I was going gym and that. But, some Joe thing, man. Well, build the right thing. Build your back pocket. Your muscles, you can't pass that on to your children and your grandchildren. But money and property, you can pass that on to your children and grandchildren. So put your efforts into making money, building a business or building a property portfolio and that, so you can pass that on to your children and your grandchildren. You can't pass on your muscles to your children and your grandchildren. Yeah, you think, oh, just because you got big muscles and that, your child is going to be some genetic wonder when you go to reproduce and that. No. Look how much men that you see that are big and hench and that. Are their sons big and hench and jack? Bro, you got to work for that, fam. Anyway, coming off in 1 minute. Said that about 20 minutes ago. Definitely. Put your last comments in the chat. What video to make now? It's a quick little one still. Right, hello, Lauren. But yeah, someone said, do you recommend a faceless account? Yeah, do a faceless account. Just keep uploading that. Is uni worth it, Jay? Uni's only worth it if you've got a lot of ambition. Don't go and get your business degree and then do nothing with it. Then it's not worth it. Obviously, it's paying a lot of money, though. You know what I mean, innit? So. This Assad person says he's got college tomorrow. Do you get gal? Blood, I'm not out here to get gal. You know, I'm grinding, my friend. But yeah, when I was out on the road, yeah, man, I'm gonna get gal, yeah. But right now, nah. Grinding, I ain't out here. Right, done. See you all next week. Probably be on this account again. I'm trying to build up this account, get it to 10K. So I'll probably be, yeah, just streaming from this account. Right, YouTube man, then. I'm out. Right, respect to you lot. See you lot next time. Big up, Ms. 528 for the 99. He is super sticker. Respect, brother. Next week.